Howdy. Let's just breathe this in. What a crazy week. First off, thanks for joining me. I'm Christina with Born Again Happy. I am doing lesson 93 of a Course in Miracles workbook. But I just have not really it's a confession. I've had it's been an eye-opening week. And this book is a miracle in and of itself, because when I'm going through something that is quite significant, at least I know in here it is meant for me as a lesson, as a growth spurt. And then when I do a lesson for myself, and now I'm doing it for this channel for you guys, it just ties it all in, and that feels like a miracle, because it's exactly what I needed to hear, as either a reminder or a confirmation that everything that is happening to me is what it feels like is actually happening for me. And when you are in it, you can't see outside of it, right? And it really feels icky, sticky. And I have been going through it, but I've done this work long enough to know nothing is in vain, and nothing is lost on me at this stage of the game. But it's releasing all that feeling of, it always goes back to shame, guilt, and fear when things feel like they're happening to you. Always, always, always shame, fear, guilt, which might manifest into anger. That victimization, that victim feeling is shame, fear, and guilt. Because you feel small when you're a victim, but the victim feeling will definitely turn into anger. And I've had a lot of stuff bubbling up, and I realize how much anger I've been holding on to. And it's like, I thought I released everything, and I did not. And I needed something to show me as a direct reflection of what I've been holding on to. And I'm still not out of it, but I can appreciate what took place for me to say, yep, I have to change this. I have to release this. And like does attract like. So the thing I was angry about basically manifested itself in front of me, on me. And I realized what is the evidence in front of me is a direct reflection of what I had been holding on to. So thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Source, for showing me what I need to release, because the anger I was holding on to about, a certain individual and certain individuals, I was holding them to the cross, and now I'm holding myself to the cross. And funny enough, it's Good Friday today. Like I said, there's no coincidences with the timing of this work, especially when you start working with the miracles, knowing they exist, expecting them, accepting them. And even when shit goes down, the miracle is miracles are right there. Shit goes down, miracles are right here. But miracles are seen in light. So the release is letting the light in. And then the appreciation for this stuff can let this stuff in. And that's where we go back to yesterday's lesson and the lesson before that. Miracles are seen in light. And this is just a beautiful segue one into the other as far as lessons go. So let's jump right in. I know I didn't jump right in, but we're about to jump right in now to lesson 93. Let's all take a deep breath in. That felt good. Oh, and I took a bubble during my, because I had a little breakdown last night. I took a bubble bath. and it was necessary. So if you are feeling that buildup in your body, before it manifests into an illness, go do something that will help you bring it up and out, and let yourself have a good cry if you need to. Cry that shit out and be okay with just having that good cry. But I soaked my body in a bubble bath last night after my good cry, and it was heaven. Go have your good cry and go for a walk. Go have your good cry, sit in the bath, go to the beach, jump in your pool. If you have a jacuzzi, do that. Go to the park, put your feet in the grass, because that's when you can really absorb that fresh energy. And I recommend doing it after the good cry. I mean, if you want to cry on the beach, that's fine. But to really have a good cry, I think most of us feel comfortable doing it in a space of kind of isolation and quietness, right? Where nobody can see our ugly cries. Okay, sorry. Back to this lesson. 93. Light and joy and peace abide in me. You think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. Hell yeah, I did. You think if anyone could see the truth about you, he would be repelled, recoiling from you as if from a poisonous snake. You think if what is true about you were revealed to you, you would be struck with horror so intense that you would rush to death by your own hand, living on after seeing this being impossible. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it is difficult to help you see that they are based on nothing. Nothing! That you have made mistakes is obvious. That you have sought salvation in strange ways, have been deceived, deceiving and afraid of foolish fantasies and savage dreams, and have bowed down to idols made of dust. All this is true by what you now believe. It's nothing. Nothing. Today we question this, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different reference point from which such idle thoughts are meaningless. Meaningless. These thoughts are not according to God's will. These weird beliefs He does not share with you. This is enough to prove that they are wrong, but you do not perceive that this is so. This is why we do this work. We need to change that perception. That's why we're doing this work. And this is the work, the most important work you will probably ever do in your life. Because all the other work that we have prioritized will become so easy and in flow, and you're going to realize this is the work that really matters, that really counts to get the goodness from this life, the yumminess, the sweetness, all the stuff we love in desserts and the savory foods and everything. That is this. Okay. Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil that you think you did was never done? That all your sins are nothing, and that you are as pure and holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you. Your image of yourself cannot withstand the will of God. You think that this is death, but it is life. You think you are destroyed, but you are saved. What a relief. The self you made is not the Son of God. The little self is not the Son of God. The egoic self. The little self that took in all of the criticisms, all of the judgments, could have been from our parents, our teachers, our friends from a young age. Hell, I even do that onto my own kids, a little bit of criticism. Why didn't you do this? And then, when I catch myself, and then I forgive myself, and then I have a conversation with my children. I do this work, and I'm still making errors, but I'm not so hard on myself when I make those errors, because deep down I know I am doing my best, and my awareness of my pure joy and my light within says it's okay. You are course correcting all the time. Give yourself a break. And even the people like my children, I know deep down they know that I am making corrections all the time, because they're energetic beings absorb feeling my energy and vice versa. So I don't have to over-explain when maybe I was a little too hard on them for not doing the dishes or not walking the dog when I asked them to. They know. They know because energy doesn't lie also. So you don't have to go through the list of all the people that maybe you've wronged and called each of them. If you want to, you can. But energetically, you can do this from your heart by doing this work, making that connection with divinity, with the divine, with your source, and just say, hey, let's go. I am connected now. And I'm going to relieve myself of the burden of the hurt I've caused others, which of course is the hurt you've caused yourself. I see the light in them because I see the light in me. The self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. That's the little self. And anything it seems to do and think means nothing. It is neither bad nor good. It is unreal and nothing more than that. It does not battle with the Son of God. You are not, even when your little self is very conflicted and embroiled in the ego, you are not ever in conflict with God. Never. Never. Because behind all of this embroiled ickiness of self-loathing, that little self stuff, wrapped around ego tape, you are what you are. That will never change. That's why you will never be in conflict with God. God can never even separate itself from you and judge you like many might say he does, because it's who you are. So you can't be judged by a separate entity. You can't be judged by beam of light, because God and you are one as a beam of light source. It does not hurt him nor attack his peace. It has not changed creation nor reduced eternal sinlessness to sin and love to hate. What power can this self, this little self it's talking about, you may possess when it would contradict the will of God? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, no matter what. And when you know this, you're not going to want to continue to hurt others or yourself. This is not saying, oh, well, since I'm sinlessness in the eyes of God, I'm just going to do whatever. It's not like that. When you truly understand at a heart level, at a cellular level of who you truly are, you will not have any desire to see darkness in others or do darkness to others. You just won't. It just doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. I think I've seen enough Netflix documentaries to realize some may use this as a guise to hurt. But when more people start to join in this work, you will also, your intuition will become so sharpened so you won't fall prey to those that may be using certain religious affiliations as a guise to do some misaligned activity. And that's again, this is all tying into when you are strengthening your bond with light, and then just knowing you are the light, you are it. It is around you all the time. And God's will is your understanding of your awareness of your light. You will be able to pick up energy. You will be able to pick up intuitively what doesn't feel in alignment with your energy. And you're going to learn to say, oh, maybe not for me. This doesn't feel right. Something doesn't smell right. This work will strengthen all of your senses. All of your senses, because you are guided by the only sense that matters. And it's like the source within. That is your sixth sense, really. The source within. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God over and over. This must be repeated until it is accepted. It is true. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch it or change what God created as eternal. The self you made, evil and full of sin, is meaningless. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God, and light and joy and peace abide in you. Salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you may think you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. This is like exactly what I needed as a reminder. I have done this lesson 5-6 times. So it's about several years. I keep changing the number because I can't remember. Maybe it's been 4 years I've been doing the course, maybe 5 years. This lesson, though, I've done this lesson several times, and it's as if I'm reading it for the first time, because we forget because the ego is really always kind of there, ready to just take you a little bit left, especially when something goes down. And I'm here. This is why I do these lessons every single day. It's like a course correction. Because my mind was really messing with me as I was kind of dealing with my own manifested reality of the things as a reflection of the things that were going on in me, this anger I was holding inside. And then I was feeling terrible about it and guilty. And I'm realizing, oh, get rid of it, Chris. Get rid of it. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. In our longer exercise periods today, which would be most profitable if done for the first 5 minutes of every waking hour, man, I would recommend as often as you can remember. When something comes up, state this truth about your creation. First 5 minutes of every waking hour, I'd say as many times as you can remember in your waking hours today. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Breathe that in. Light and joy and peace abide in you. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then put away your foolish self-images and spend the rest of the practice period in trying to experience what God has given you in place of what you have decreed for yourself. You are what God created or what you made. One self is true with the capital S. The other is not there, the little s. Try to experience the unity of your one self, capital S. Try to appreciate its holiness and the love from which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. Let it come into its own. Here you are. This is you. And light and joy and peace abide in you because this is so. You may not be willing or even able to use the first 5 minutes of each hour for these exercises. Try, however, to do so when you can. Oh, I just said it. When you can remember. At least remember to repeat these thoughts each hour. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then try to devote at least a minute or so to closing your eyes and realizing that this is a statement of the truth about you. If a situation arises that seems to be disturbing, quickly dispel the illusion of fear by repeating these thoughts again. God, I really needed this. I needed this lesson 2 days ago. But this lesson has already been within me, and I let my fear completely cripple me. My guilt cripple me. Should you be tempted to become angry with someone, oh yeah, that anger was before 2 days ago, but that's why the 2 days ago happened. Oh, should you be tempted to become angry with someone, tell them silently, light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You can do much for the world's salvation today. You can do much today to bring you closer to the part in salvation that God has assigned to you. And you can do much today to bring the conviction to your mind that the idea for the day is true indeed, and it's Good Friday today. But if you catch this video 2 years from now, it most likely will not be Good Friday. It doesn't matter. These messages are timeless. They reach you when they reach you, when they're meant to reach you. But I love that in real time that I'm doing this video for the first time ever for me, for my channel, in my life. It is Good Friday. Boy, the symbolism. We are constantly putting ourselves on the cross. And we are constantly putting people on the cross. We're done with that. Take them down. Take yourself down. We will rise from the despair we have created within ourselves. We will rise from the ashes in a couple days. Sometimes it takes a couple of days for messages to sink in as well. Lesson 93, folks. Light and joy and peace abide in me. It abides in you. I love you. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Drink this in, please. God bless you.